Today's Steelers Talk video is presented by iHerb. Go to iHerb.com and use promo code CHAT for 22% off your first order. Can't wait to get into their awesome service here in just a second later on in the video. Now let's get into the show. Welcome into Steelers Talk, Yinzers. My name is Jack Sperry, and today, of course, it was the first day of Steelers OTAs, and some news came out that I want to share with you guys. We got a bunch of great stuff to discuss today, but before we get into today's OTA roundup, news roundup, whatever you want to call it, name a Steelers player that you think needs to prove themselves during OTAs this offseason. Let me know of the one player that you think needs to prove themselves right now in the comment section. So let's get into kind of the biggest news of the day, which is that the Pittsburgh Steelers hosted Markus Golden, edge rusher, formerly with the Arizona Cardinals, on a visit for the first day of Steelers OTAs today. And, you know, Markus Golden is somebody that's been a very good pro in this league for a long time. He would be coming in as kind of a rotational edge rusher for the Pittsburgh Steelers this season. And last year he played all 17 games. I love guys coming into a rotational role, guys that are used to playing, guys that have played at the NFL level, has been a veteran in this league for a long time, had 11 sacks just 2 seasons ago with the Arizona Cardinals. Last year it dipped to 2.5, but he did have 7 tackles for loss. If something happened to TJ Watt or Alex Highsmith, if you sign Markus Golden, he's somebody that can come in and he can be a starter for you on the early downs. Play on the early downs, stuff the run. He's 260 pounds. This guy's a big body. He can play defensive end. He's so big, but he can play outside linebacker as well. It's what he played in Arizona. And, you know, if you sign a guy like Markus Golden here, of course, the Steelers have about $11 million in available cap space right now. You don't have to put Nick Herbig out there as a starter if TJ Watt or Alex Highsmith gets hurt. Herbig is a little bit on the smaller side, can probably get bullied around if he plays on early downs this year. So I would be absolutely okay with getting a guy like Markus Golden in the lineup. I definitely think that there's going to be a signing at some point this week. Okay, the Steelers have 87 players on their current 90-man roster, 3 spots left to fill, and they've got over $11 million to spend in available cap space for next season. I definitely think something is going to happen this week, and if that happens, make sure you are subscribed and turn on your notifications. If they sign Markus Golden, maybe even tonight, we've been waiting all day for that breaking news to hit. It just hasn't hit yet. If it hits tonight or tomorrow or whenever, we're going to have you guys covered with a video. So make sure you click that subscribe button. And then, of course, we're going to be having Steelers OTA news for you all week long. So again, click that subscribe button, turn on your notifications. And now let's get into some Steelers OTA news. Some of the biggest news coming out here is that Alex Highsmith, edge rusher, really had a breakout season last year. There's a report coming out here from Mark Caboli that an extension could get done soon, and it could be for less money than we potentially think. Of course, Highsmith had a really, really good season last year with 14.5 sacks, but only 3 of those came when TJ Watt was out of the lineup. So some people think that his numbers have kind of been inflated by the fact that TJ Watt is drawing double teams on the other side. But, you know, you take a look at the numbers, 5 forced fumbles and 12 tackles for loss as well. He had kind of a higher missed tackle rate than I would like to see from a starting edge rusher in the NFL. But, man, the production is certainly there, and it speaks for itself. I think something is going to happen here with Alex Highsmith. But I'm going to be letting you know what I think about an Alex Highsmith extension here in just a second. But first, let's have a word from our sponsor at iHerb. Steelers fans, are you ready to discover a world of wellness? Look no further than the brand new sponsor here at Steelers Talk, iHerb, the world's destination for health and wellness products. Go to iHerb.com and use promo code CHAT for 22% off your first order today. At iHerb, find carefully curated products from vitamins to sports nutrition and even natural beauty essentials. iHerb guarantees quality and transparency as they test every single product, ensuring the highest possible standard. Shopping on the iHerb website is a breeze, as their user-friendly website lets you easily navigate their extensive catalog of health and wellness products from only the highest quality brands. And the best part, iHerb ships globally, reaching over 185 countries, so you can access their range of products and enjoy doorstep delivery from just about anywhere on the planet. Join thousands of satisfied customers who trust iHerb for optimal health and start your wellness journey at iHerb.com. New customers enjoy a special discount of 22% off your entire order. Use promo code CHAT at checkout. That's IHERB iHerb.com, promo code chat. Experience iHerb's difference for a happier, healthier you. I got some products from iHerb this week, and I got some one-a-day men's multivitamins here. I think no matter how young you are, you need to be taking a multivitamin every single morning. I also got some strawberry protein powder from BSN here. It's got 22 grams of protein and only 4 grams of sugar. And then what do I drink it in? Of course, I got my iHerb branded shaker bottle with me right here. So you can get any of these awesome products and more on the iHerb website. Big thanks to iHerb for sponsoring today's Steelers Talk video. You can go to iHerb.com and use promo code chat for 22% off your first order today. So now back on Alex Highsmith, the athletics writer for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Mark Golden, wrote an article on Highsmith earlier today, and this is what he had to say. He said that the Highsmith deal is closer than you think in terms of getting done, and that he could be making as much as $17 million per season on his next deal when that extension gets done. And personally, I thought that that number was a little low. I thought that Highsmith is somebody that would be looking to get like $25, $24 million as at the high end of his price range. Because, you know, the numbers do speak for themselves. He's still a pretty darn young player. He's somebody that just had his breakout season. I thought that, you know, his price would be a little bit higher, but $17 million, although it would be a nice number, I think it's going to have to be a little bit higher than that to get a deal done with Highsmith this offseason. And Highsmith himself said today at OTAs that he's optimistic that a deal will get done between him and the Steelers. Both Alex and the organization have said multiple times that they want to get a deal done. And you know, Highsmith saying that he's optimistic that a deal will get done is proof to me that they're not that far off in negotiations. It's probably like a couple million here or there. And I really do think an extension is going to get done here with Alex Highsmith. I think that Highsmith is somebody that the Steelers want to keep in the lineup. I think that when he and TJ Watt are on the field at the same time, this defense is a completely different animal. I think with both of these guys, that tandem, rushing the passer, I think this is arguably the best defense in the National Football League. I think it's definitely worth the investment for the Steelers to bag him up here for the next couple of years. So let me know right now. It's prediction time here on Steelers Talk. Will a deal get done between Alex Highsmith and the Pittsburgh Steelers before the 2023 NFL season? Give me a yes or a no in the comment section. Can't wait to see what your predictions are when it comes to an Alex Highsmith extension. So now some final bits of news here from Steelers OTAs before I go here. And something that was a little bit surprising to me was that Jaden Sullivan, newly signed nickel cornerback, was getting first-team reps at the slot cornerback position. Now, we've talked a lot on the show about Patrick Peterson and Mike Tomlin talking a lot about playing him in the nickel, playing him in the slot a lot more this year. But it doesn't surprise me necessarily that Jaden Sullivan is somebody that's getting reps with the first team. I think with those reps that, you know, maybe you're facing a really good X receiver and you need Patrick Peterson on the outside facing off against that X. I think Jaden Sullivan's a perfectly fine player to put in the slot. So this doesn't surprise me as much as it's just a little bit interesting. I think over the course of the offseason, we will see Patrick Peterson play more in the nickel spot. And then, of course, TJ Watt was not at OTAs today. And some people are a little bit worried about that, but there's really no reason to worry. In my opinion, he's a superstar player. He's been with the organization a long time. He knows this defense like the back of his hand. It's not really abnormal for guys that have been in a system for this long to not go to, especially the early parts of OTAs. So I wouldn't worry about it whatsoever. I just wanted to bring that up because I know some people are freaking out a little bit, but he's not really asking for a new contract, right? He's already the highest paid edge rusher in the National Football League. He's just getting a little bit more rest here. He's just not at OTAs right now. That's going to be it for today's show, guys. Thanks to all the real ones that made it to the end of today's show. Of course, tomorrow, Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Chugs and I will be breaking down the latest news and rumors surrounding your Pittsburgh Steelers. We're going to be talking about OTAs. Of course, we got the Steelers Live mailbag tomorrow. So if you're a real one, make sure you like today's video to let me know that you are going to be there tomorrow. That's going to be it for me, guys. I appreciate all of the support. And as always, Steeler Nation, here we go, Steelers.